What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Chelsea are through to the Club World Cup final after a solid 2-0 win against Fluminense. And guess what? João Pedro scored a brace on his full debut for Chelsea and showed us exactly why we spent 60 million on him. I mean, let's get straight to the review. First off, Maresca got the lineup right. With Liam Delap out suspended, decided to give João Pedro a first start. I'm happy he didn't go with Jackson, went with Pedro instead, because you guys know what happened. I mean, he really repaid that faith Enzo Maresca had in him. And when Nicholas Jackson even came on later on in the game, we'll talk more about it. He didn't really add much to the game, so it's good he started with him. And like I said in my update video, Chalobah and Tosin were the ones to start at centre back because Levi Cole wasn't around. But everywhere else was the usual suspects. James was rested and Gusto was given the chance. It's deserved because Gusto was very, very good against Palmeiras, so it was deserved for him to get a start against Fluminense today. So yeah, the lineup was actually solid. But let's not pretend as if it was easy. We played our 63rd game of the season. Yes, 63rd game of the season. We played so many games this season in 34-degree heat. You could see it was very, very hot because there was a moment where Enzo Maresca came out and was just chilling next to the fans. So it was definitely very, very hot. And Fluminense were also captained by Thiago Silva, our legend. And yeah, they didn't just come to participate, they really pushed hard. So we actually started really brightly. Enzo made a shot that was blocked early on, and later on he whipped in a beautiful cross from a free kick that fell to Tosin and unfortunately headed it wide. So we were pressing. I think in the first 15-20 minutes, Chelsea were the ones with the better chances. Pedro Neto lively again, terrorizing that left flank. In the 18th minute, Neto bombed down the left and sent in a dangerous cross that was cleared, and fortunately it fell to João Pedro at the edge of the box, and bang, he killed a beautiful shot past the keeper into the top right corner of the goal, and there was nothing the keeper could do. No keeper, no matter how good you are, could save that. It was such a beauty. Then that was his first goal for Chelsea on his full debut, and it was a screamer. And credit to Pedro, he didn't celebrate. At first he was going to run and he remembered he was playing against Fluminense. If you don't know, he started playing football at Fluminense in Brazil. They were the ones that discovered him before he moved on to bigger and better things being at Chelsea. So he didn't celebrate, and that was very respectful of him. And you could see he knew a lot of them too. At the end of the game, he was hugging them, saying hello to them and all that. So it's unfortunate that he didn't celebrate his first goal for Chelsea, but it's also very good that he respected his former team and he didn't celebrate. So moments later, Neto again whipped in a beautiful cross into the box to find Malo Gusto, but unfortunately his header went straight to the keeper, and that should have been 2-0. That should have been a quick 2-0 lead. Shortly after that, Fluminense reminded us that they were not there to just participate. They were there to get the win. They were there to get a result. And yeah, they almost scored. Hercules broke through and rounded Sanchez, but his shot was cleared off the line by Cucurella. That was very, very beautiful. They thought that got the line, but you know, there's goal line technology. So if it definitely crossed the line, referee will know about it. But he didn't cross the line, and yeah, Cucurella did fantastic there. Cucurella, the whole game was actually very, very good. This tournament has been Cucurella, has been Neto, has been Caicedo. These players are standout performers from us. Like, they've been fantastic, very, very fantastic. So yeah, he did well to clear off that line and save us and still keep the scoreline at 1-0. There was also a penalty scare in the first half. It was a shot that was deflected and hit the arm of Chalobah. Chalobah's arm was in a natural position. At first, the referee called a penalty because he thought Chalobah has moved his hand and deliberately hit the ball. But after he went to check the screen himself, I think VAR told him to go and check. After he checked the screen himself, he realized that Chalobah's hand was in a natural position, so no penalty was given, and we still had the lead. So we ended up going to the halftime break with a 1-goal lead. For the second half, Fluminense came very, very strong, and early on they got a shot on target. Sanchez really had to be sharp, and I think he even fluffed it a bit. If there was a Fluminense player or a striker next to him, they would have put an easy tap in for the rebound. But luckily enough, he was the only one there with Chalobah and Tosin, so he was able to recover quickly. But then in the 56th minute, Chelsea was able to break from the deep. A huge credit goes to Cole Palmer. Yes, it was from a counter attack, and Cole Palmer was caught between, I think, 3 Fluminense players, but he managed to hold on to the ball. His resilience is what really let that go. He managed to hold on to the ball and managed to flick the ball backwards to Enzo Fernandez, who also put in a beautiful through ball to João Pedro. And he had a lot of work to do, João Pedro. He had to take on the defender, I think it was Ignacio. He took him on and he smashed it onto the crossbar and into the net. I mean, the power behind that. At first, I thought he had spoiled the chance, but it ended up going in. He didn't celebrate again, but that was a fantastic goal. He scored a brace on his full debut. Really excited that we signed this player. He's already paying the money we spent on him, and yeah, it was a beautiful goal that put us 2 up. Happy days at Chelsea. And from there, it was just about game management. We had to keep things tight. We had to build a wall. We had to make sure that Fluminense didn't breach that defense, and they tried. They really tried, especially in the last 10 minutes of the game. They were really trying. I think Thiago Silva also had a chance that was on target. If his player wasn't there was a Fluminense player that blocked his header. If that player wasn't there, he would have pulled one back for Fluminense, and that would have been very interesting. Thiago Silva scoring against his former club. He would also definitely not celebrate like how João Pedro didn't celebrate, but that would have made the game very interesting. So after João Pedro scored, Nicholas Jackson came on for him, and yeah, it just felt like we were playing 10 against 11. He had a chance, a 2v1 with Palmer free in the box, and he didn't pass it. He decided to go for a near post, and he hit the side netting. Palmer was so furious with him. There was another chance to where he should have passed the ball. He didn't pass it, and then he ended up giving the ball away, and yeah, there was so many mistakes going on. He's frustrated. He's frustrated that his position is at jeopardy. But you didn't do enough last season for you to solidify that position. You didn't do much last season. It's just lashing out, and he's not doing what he has to do on the pitch. That is why he even got the red card in the first place against Flamengo. Now we brought in good players, Liam Delap, João Pedro, who can challenge him. And if I were him, I would rather take on the challenge and be a better striker. But he's not. He's just making silly decisions on the pitch as a result of that. I really wish we could even sub him off and bring somebody else. He was not good when he came on. He was not good. There was nothing redeemable about whatever he did when he came on, and it was very frustrating to watch him. Very frustrating. I've had enough of him. I've basically had enough of him. I agree totally with Mikel Obi. He's not the man to lead us to trophies. And yes, I totally agree. We've brought in good replacements. If we get a good deal for him, a good offer for him, let him go. Just let him go. But yeah, he wasn't on it at all. So yeah, João Pedro was the star. He was my man of the match. Now, I think FIFA is calling superior man of the match. I just don't understand all these names. Yeah, he was my man of the match. He was fantastic today. Complete performance from him. 2 goals from him. He didn't put a foot wrong in the whole game. Enzo Fernandez controlling the midfield, making the right passes. He got an assist today for João Pedro's second goal. Pedro Neto again in this competition, fantastic. This competition was just made for him. He's just thrilling to watch in this competition. Cucurella, fantastic performance from him on the left hand side. He even had a shot on target. No, it wasn't on target, but it was just wide off target. He scored that same type of goal against Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken. Good performance all around. Everybody was solid. Chaloba and Tosin at the back, solid in defense. They were not breached even once. So good performance from the boys, and I'm happy that we've qualified for the final. So we either face PSG or Madrid. If you ask me who I would prefer to play, I'll say Real Madrid, because of what PSG did to Inter Milan in the Champions League final. I don't want that to be us. I don't want to be disgraced in the final again. And they are a solid team. They have solid players, and the way they play is just fantastic to see. But I think we would have a better chance facing Real Madrid. They have a new manager. They've been shaky at times in this competition. We could exploit that. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, for now, happy, excited that we're in the final. We'll be playing the final on Sunday, same time today. And yeah, up the Chelsea. So that's been it for my review. Let me know your thoughts about the game in the comment section. What do you think about João Pedro's brace? Do you think he should start in the final? I think he should start in the final. I don't think we should start Liam Delap. I think we should start João Pedro because of what he's done. Liam Delap has played in this competition. longer than João Pedro, and he has only one goal. João Pedro has 2 goals. It's a no-brainer. That's João Pedro. What do you think about the performances all around? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you've watched this far, you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe. Join the family. Join the Blue Side family. And give the video a like too, so that the algorithm pushes this video for other people to see. You can also share it if you want to. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.